How do you plan your garden? Some people use paper or software to plan their garden. Then there's me. If you ever find me walking around my garden, looking back and forth, and just standing there with my hands on my hips, you should know that I am planning my garden. I am not trying to intimidate my garden or to scold my garden. Placing my hands on my hips just activates my thinking mode. Regardless of whatever method you choose, one thing is for sure. You have to be in your garden to see what your garden needs. You need to look at an area from different angles and imagine your space filled with plants. As I have mentioned before, I have dealt with some challenges in my garden. No amount of planning will prepare you for the inevitable problem. That's where you have to be flexible in your plan and be able to change it or let it be for the time being. For example, this area that I'm working on was a failure in my eyes, and I decided to start over. It's been a work in progress for over a year. It was a lot of work to start this garden bed. I could have given up and retired this garden bed when all my challenges arose in 2025, but I just let it be. I let this garden get out of control. I let it get wild. The garden still lived and produced flowers which I enjoyed. The wildlife still visited and thrived in my garden, but I was really hard on myself. I felt like a failure. I had daily reminders that the garden needed me because of its overgrown nature. I had to learn to be kinder to myself when my life circumstances didn't allow me to be in the garden as much as I wanted or at all. Instead of giving up, I rested and lived with it. I came up with a plan to scrap this area and start over. I thought about more permanent plantings like shrubs and trees. I made a plan to get plants that come back, like perennials. Of course, I will still buy annuals or grow my own, but I'm planning my garden in a way that as time goes by, I don't have to do quite as much work. I hope this serves to illustrate that progress isn't linear. There can be a lot of bumps along the way, even regression, but all that matters is that when you're ready, you try again.